I'm like 99.9% sure that I can get this done before my time dies, so we're just gonna have to hurry through this and then go from there. So this is going to be for Taurus. Freaking stop. I hope that I remember. Anyways, we're doing Shadow of the Doubt readings. Based on a message that I got from another being that said, replace doubt with reasonable earnest. And that's like the main message going along with this, so. Okay. The card is Calling the Storm. Yep, that makes sense. As soon as I fucking touched it, I felt it. Don't do this. I'm not in the mood to play with that stuff right now. Okay, cool. Anyways. So, what I got when I touched the card, Calling the Storm. You're kind of afraid of your own power. Kind of afraid of stirring the pot because you're afraid you're going to go too far. Afraid of the change that it brings too. X. You're afraid of your own fire. Your own emotions coming out. But the thing is like, you expressing your emotions can be really, I'm supposed to cover that? No, you can barely see it anyways. You expressing your emotions can be very therapeutic for you. It can be very healing, and that's what I'm also getting with like the 10 of Cups. Sometimes you need to bring your fire. Sometimes you do need to bring the battle. Now, be mindful of bringing the battle to the people that it actually belongs to. And doing that will actually help make sure that it goes where it's supposed to. Because we got the 3 of Swords at the fucking bottom. So bring it to the motherfuckers that's doing this shit. Sometimes your wrath is divinely guided. It's a hair front on the top. Yeah. And you have Downcast Pride on the bottom of the black or dark mirror deck. And then the Prince of Swords and King of Wands came out with the 10 of Wands. It's like a whole bunch of stuff, like all over the fucking place. And there's something trying to come up, but I can't quite get it to come to the surface. You don't need to hide yourself. You don't need to bend to other people's will. It's just what I'm getting with Downcast Pride, because that is the thing about, it's not about telling you that pride is toxic. Cultivating a healthy ego is better than creating an ego that doesn't exist. Because you need to be able to operate as yourself in order to fully access your power and to fully attain the things that you've wanted. In order to attain true happiness, you cannot be a peacekeeper all the time. Now, there is a good way to mediate, but there is also a time for you to stand up for what you believe in, and that's what Calling the Storm is. The number 30 could be significant too, because I was really drawn to that, and I'm like seeing the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Just feeling it add up to, like, there's another 10 somewhere, it's just not here. But you don't always have to keep the peace. This is feeling like something I'm digging for. Your emotions will come up on their own. You don't always have to dig for them. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and get honest with yourself about how you really feel. Don't bury them. because that's when they start to become explosive. And that's what I'm getting also with this like King of Wands. Like it's in the upright, but if you overburden yourself with holding back your anger, your fire, that part of you that tells you that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're feeling, is just something's not right. Like something's not right. And I'm feeling kind of like a fog. And that's why it's like kind of like I'm having trouble grasping this fucking message. Because it feels like it's so far away, but it's also inside at the same time. And it just feels like I'm trying to like draw it out, but I can't. And I feel like I'm on like a time crunch because my phone's fucking running out of battery. I might have to actually redo this message. I might just do a part 2. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what I'm getting from this. Like you accessing these emotions that you keep stuffing down is going to be very healing for you. Because these emotions tell you what you need to know, is what I'm also getting with like the Prince of Swords. Like your emotions are your information to what needs to change in your life. And that's where the fire comes in. The fire gives you the passion, that need for change, that drive to keep going, to change something, to move something. It's like your earth needs to be set on fire so that you get out of the way, because you may be in your own way as far as like your own emotions by like stuffing them down and by becoming complacent and not actually speaking up for what it is that you want, or acknowledging what it is that you even believe in the first place, or trust in the first place, what you know is for you and what you know isn't. So you may be like in denial because you want to keep peace with whatever is around you or whoever's around you or whatever, because that's what I'm also getting from like the Downcast Pride versus the Storm. I see these 2 cards as like, you know, one is just like, okay, I'm people pleasing, or I'm just like trying to keep the peace. I still have to be here. I still have to work here. But the Storm is like giving, I'm not doing this fucking shit no more, and I'm really about to throw this shit right back into their motherfucking face. Like, I'm about to match motherfucking energy right now. Because it seems like everybody else, you know, gets my grace, but I get bullshit right back from them. Like this, calling the Storm feels like anger. Like, because when I touch it, I feel it come out now. Like, yeah, I'm pissed off. This is not working for me. And it's time to get real honest about like what's working for you and what's fucking not. If they're not reciprocating, then you need to handle it the way you meant to handle it. You need to communicate, because people cannot respect your boundaries or even like give you what it is that you need if you're not communicating what it is that you're expecting or what it is that you need from them or this situation. If someone steps on your toes, you need to let them fucking know that they stepped on your toes. If you don't let them know, then that's on you. Now, once you communicate that, if they want to sit there and act like they didn't know or, you know, gaslight you or whatever the fuck, then you handle that situation accordingly. But what we're not going to do is sit here and pretend like everything's okay when it's fucking not. It's not fucking okay. Whatever the fuck this situation is, it's not okay, and it's pissing you the fuck off, and you're about to fucking lose your fucking shit. You don't need to lose your shit, you just need to communicate. And if they can't fucking communicate, you need to remove yourself. Plain and simple. You need to get to the root of the damn problem, because whatever this is, it needs to change. Plain and simple. That's it. It needs to change. Don't be afraid to get serious with people. You don't necessarily have to be mean, but don't be afraid to be firm. Anyway, I hope that helps.